Hi guys. Well, we're into fall and it's the last little bits of our outdoor gardens for those of us who garden. Now me, I've told you before, I do not have a green thumb. So hubby and I are just winging it and doing the best we can and learning as we go. So if there's advice out there, I certainly want to get it. And if I've got it in to give, I'm certainly going to give it because, you know, I'm shy like that. So last year we had a very early frost. And I'm standing in the grocery store and I'm listening to two women talk that I don't know. And they're complaining about the early frost. And one is saying that she had planted, I think she said about 130 something tomato plants, and how the frost was going to get all of her green tomatoes because they hadn't ripened in time and all the waste, and she wasn't going to plant them again. She wasn't going to ever do that again because it was just a waste of time and she'd lost all those tomatoes. And my eyes kind of bugged and I had to interrupt these strangers and their conversation. And at first, you know, they looked at me like I was crazy, but once I started talking, they kind of realized why I'd done it and they were appreciative. Because, you know, I never met a stranger anywhere, anytime. That's just me. So what I told them was, always watch for that first frost, and the night before, pick your green tomatoes because they're gonna ripen up inside the house. Put them in your garage, put them in your kitchen, put them in your basement, whatever. They're gonna ripen up. And I do this every year, and sometimes it's one little basket like this, and sometimes I've got 5 or 6 big plastic bowls just full of tomatoes. And I just go through, and when I see they've turned red, I bring them in and I eat them. Now, think about this, folks. Farmers don't pick red tomatoes. Ever. They pick green tomatoes, and they're put into a big semi-truck, open in the back, and they're hauled off to market. And by the time they get there, they're just starting to ripen up. So that's why the tomatoes in the stores really don't have all that much flavors, because they're picked solid green. Not even the slightest little hint on them, okay? Now all the red tomatoes in the field, what happens to those? Well, that's how you get your canned tomatoes and your ketchup and tomato sauce and pasta sauce and pizza sauce. That's what the red tomatoes are for. And they're smashed by the time they arrive to the processing plant. And if you've ever worked in one, like my family has, and you smell those rotten tomatoes, you wonder why you would ever eat ketchup again. So just don't let those tomatoes go bad. Watch your weather for your local area. And some of us are a little farther north and a little bit colder climates than others, but watch that first frost and pick those before that frost comes. And no matter how green they are, they will ripen up. Guaranteed. Okay? Just my 2 cents. Never met a stranger here. Bye-bye.